Ngawa umfowalanda tinkoya enoyo ninchimwina ngumbo.
This is the third episode of the Z North podcast, brought to you by Locate Properties Real Estate Agency of Mansa. My guest today is Bugah. Good to see you, my bro. How are you?
So it's a pleasure to be with you, my friend. I'm okay. Responda. Matwa pano kutaroko twaire. Alife China.
Anyway, my brother, happy to have you and happy new month. This is February, you know. Yeah. So sure, Bugah. Abantu don't have a Bugah. Can you just tell us about yourself? Who is Bugah? Okay. Before the music.
Yeah. Bugah. Mupondo fe omuve so. Afiari we fe esamu mnomune fe mwapula. Kwa afiari we fe shani firia.
Okwaza ngofi.
Afiari we fe firia. Mfuba mwe bakatwishinga chishinga but bamwe yati afiari kuno kwene kulwapula.
Azaizanga kuno.
Kampondo fe kambishem. I is born Bugah. I was born and bred from here. Yeah, my parents originates from the same province. I need to do my research on that one. I'm not so sure. I feel they were originated from the same area. And my birth names are Mwabakombe. Yeah. I don't know if there's much that I can add on that.
No, that's enough. You married to born Bugah, we should born Bugah, you pa. I'm marrying Thai, they want to go born. Oh, must real life, so congratulations, my bell. So, Bugah, will get back to our business. Like we are saying, our theme for our podcast is unlocking northern secure Zambia through conversation. So, all our conversation we're having on this podcast are actually focusing on how best investments can come in the province. Like, for example, yourself, you're in the art industry, the music industry, or rather the tourism industry. So, how best are Bugah? Have you tried at your personal level before we go into details to ensure that to help increase or rather develop the music business in Luapula? You've tried one of the pioneers of the digital age music for these us as young people. So how best have you tried, and how are you receiving the support you need? How best can you explain that to the public?
Okay, to begin with, I think allow me to congratulate you for this wonderful program that you guys decided to come up with.
Cheers.
It's actually good.
Yeah.
And I think it's going now to sell most of the artists that are around here. Let me just stick to artists. Let me not talk about these other business entities and the like. But I feel this is a very good platform. It's a huge platform for artists to even grow their
brands
and stuff like that. We've been missing things like this for quite some time now. And this is the reason as why Luapula has always been regarded as a Cinderella province. You know, it's because cameras are not actually centered on Luapula for some time now. Now, you guys coming up with such kind of initiatives, and I feel now we are heading into the right direction, which is a plus to your side.
And to the team, I think.
So, coming back to your question, I think I've been around for some time in this industry. And I'm not ashamed to say I'm among the people that have paved the way to some of the artists that you guys are listening to in this same province. Why am I saying so? It would interest you to know that the time when I jumped into this industry, of course, let me not try to hide anything from you. It was a bit hostile. Because the time when I started, very few people actually believed I could do it. I joined the industry when we had the likes of, sorry to mention names, but I think it's correct. It's also right, so that people get to know this.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate people for the things that they've done. I joined the industry when we had the likes of Examro, Arati, Kenjo. No, not Chester. Chester started earlier than me. Yeah. But I think the person that was at peak the time when I joined the industry was actually Examlo. You know, I learned a lot from these guys. It's just that they didn't know to say Naresambirida, Uribena, oh, Sharan Jatin Desambirida. So sometimes what you do when you want to venture yourself into certain things, take a back seat, pretend you are not paying attention, but deep down your heart, you know you're on a mission. So I learned one or two things. I learned from their strengths and weaknesses and the like. So I saw a pamphlet what nika template so akabata so kashina taking a direction here so kwa ipuntura paranishi
Shara in the mudi.
so
Sure for it.
so fast forward, I know that I was the first guy to get a nomination from the Kwacha Music Awards from this province.
Yeah, based on that, yeah, according to our research, we actually figured out to say.
I was actually the first guy to get a nomination from the Kwacha Music Awards. And in that category, I think I had the likes of IC, As Cool as Ice, I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard those songs there.
When the Kwacha Music Awards were just starting. Okay, and I think that was the second edition when I had a chance of being nominated among those names. And I was the only guy from here that got nominated. And, you know, God works in mysterious ways. I managed to scoop the award for the very first time, the first, you know, nomination, and I got an award. And I think it was...
What year was that?
That should be 2018.
Oh,
2018. And just after winning that award, Pondo, I think first I changed coffee. I think first I changed up, and this is what I've come now to understand to say. People always come on board to support you when it is common.
Right.
You understand? I had a lot of recognition. You know, at some point I even saw the provincial minister then writing an article about me. I had a series of engagements, you know. Phone calls were coming through. I performed like no man's business, and I made man, and I bought a car.
Yeah, congratulations.
So fast forward, the third edition came. That was 2019. Again, I walked away with an award. So 2020, we never had awards because of the COVID-19 and everything. Yeah. So after winning those awards, I think my music career had to change forever. I started mingling with people that I used to see from a distance. The awards introduced me to people that I thought I would not mingle with them. You understand? And from there, I think everything changed. I started viewing the world in different lenses, more especially music-wise. And I think from there, I learned quite a number of things. And this is what has actually kept me going up to this far. So, boldly I can say I've paved the way
for a lot of artists.
To some artists in this province. Exactly.
So, you have a lot of young people born book, especially in the music circles, that are looking up to you. Kwa tano wa born pack to bafike padi abembe kona yo mapsi, bembe kona chef, bembe kona makto, na wambi wake mbabali kazekana wo mwemba napo. What words do you have for that young man that is, for example, in Mabumba, that is in Matanda, that has your songs in his phone, and they saying to say, you wakuru pradi mbele na yo maps. Na ine nangu ndo kwa sumbu, ndo kwa shana, ino kutina imbapo na maps. What words do you have for that particular individual?
It's very possible, my brother. It's very possible, provided wabika kofi omutima. You understand?
Umuti?
Wabika kofi omutima.
Oh, now what to?
Yeah, so provided wabika kofi omutima, it's achievable. So let me share with you how I met with your maps.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
This is a guy that I came to know in 2016. I had a project that I wanted someone to lay a chorus on. So I had this friend of mine, Rick Robos, who's now in Kawe. So this guy had some connections with the guys from Kawe. I remember Dreams introducing Rick Robos to me when he came here, and he said, this guy has been posted here, so it would be very okay with you to work with him because at least he knows one or two things about music promotion and stuff like that. Yeah. So fast forward, I started working with a guy. So this guy had to connect me to your maps. So yeah, we got talking, I had to give him the idea of the song that I wanted him and I to work on. Yeah, I think he felt the idea and everything, so he had to lay bass and stuff. Mishbase a chorus, and to me a project on Pondo. I loved the chorus, so that I couldn't even take much of my time. I just recorded my basses and stuff like that. I sent the project back, and he was surprised because I wasn't expecting that I would work on that project. Because maybe I was flowing with the chorus and everything. Yeah. So I sent it to him. He worked on it. By the way, he's a producer. And then he used to work for my Player Records. There's a certain record label. I don't know if it is still there. But way back there was a record label called Player Records in Kabwe. He worked on the thing and he sent. By then, it wasn't the Yo Maps that you know. I think one of the biggest songs that was buzzing around was the Nchikatakuwoko thing. Yeah. So he sent the project back. Yeah, we started promoting the song. It made rounds here and there, stuff like that. Some people got to know him through the same song. Whilst I was also enjoying the should I say his fan base and stuff like that. Yeah. Bit by bit, his fan base started accepting me, especially in Cabo. Okay. So fast forward, I thought like, you know, I didn't move here. So what I did again, fast forward, we did another song called Instance Ashandi. By then, I talk man up on Pond. I'm doing a song, is feeding, and it was very fast. Because like we would work the entire night. In the morning, some project. It's just about you now to go and put your verses and everything. I had to put the verses. I worked on the same project. He had to send it back, and it was. So time machine to me na song. Asanje batin shark fise kwa chompondo mo big artist WhatsApp studio. Ero alum folimbo. Ero asala ndata. His song night, item my song. So I told him to say it's this guy and stuff like that. Shuka sana much attention. I didn't otherwise ulimbonga na munyongo. Ine fiasa mfike fia makasana because looking at the guy that wanted to get that product from me, I think by then he was up in man's business. I said I think I'm heading to the right direction. So twasapanga plan. Which Pondo, I think ulingira kutandara kumanzi. Agaye wakese kwishi wakufena shan. We had to put one or two things place na Pondo Robos. That's how we invited them. They came. Na team yakwe was Terry, Joe Young, Kandeke, and Joe Maps. I think that was 2017, my beginning. So after Isa, they had to lodge somewhere. Yeah. So we started with my technique actually. Club, I don't know if it is still there. BKC, something like that. So we went there, we did a car show. Of course, we went twice. From there, to something that was the night club Barbarella. Don't know if you can still remember that. There was a night club Barbarella, something like that. Yeah. So, we were trying to introduce him. DJ Box Shan, Wampera Kochi Mike, Alanda, Pine Bakona, Kakora Sky, the song which I don't know, Pondo, J Max, Nadiaraivo, Bantwa, Basha. So, this is the guy. So, we had the function at, for us, the biggest function that we were supposed to have here in Paris. So it's Pondo nila kwa wati mwaribika tumabana twari running anangati I don't know for how many months. Abagaye bari shbatokreso Mpondo wa so. He supported by Vachitina. Yeah, in fact na ukshine. So fair tricky pa first wali mwiti wa Mpondo. Areisa kuno we engaged the same nightclub to say for Mpondo kese perform. So there was they had an accident. So that's how the guy failed to come through. They were rushing her back. Clinic. That's how they failed to come. So the next time when we thought like we'd go and strike the same deal with the same club, we felt like we were joking because he had faced the hatch trick. Now the fun part was we had to run this advert for months. Okay? And the actual day came. This guy was supposed to perform. And then Echipondo, as I forgot 17 hours, we were just doing some final touches and the like. Everyone started to pishamu ati hii club we ndapange ndalama with or without an artist. So imanga mlenje bati mwarata insist ati mwingire club mpange show. Ero iflope nishitano obwaro abantu bachiringo kushita omwara mpere mpia mpanga every day. Nempia shabwaro mwara mpere obwaro mwara se. Now looking at ourselves, no one had the capacity. Yeah, cause our Echipondo. Kushuta kone goshetu temo kushuta ndana basheta vezo from dala show ya flow so kwali kanother facility at Rockfront napenda tu alipike poka bana tinga smoke
twarayo
pashani la twale tati kulai ntampano kwa futa
kwa
yeah family show Echipondo so wale wati mwachana show kasaba mwacha family show so to afika pale hapo yatana muntu andwedano abapene tamwacha muntu anomba pakwamba opshama ma transport mwaze ndereva gani kwisa kuno ndiwa hoping to senga to achitako shashashani kesa kwesho papata ntita samvata no I think apanga da change fintu yarako kwisa direct number kuri bamzimai when wa club papata so pira condition at okay you can go ahead but therefore mubike po brother and baba kwa performer have a brother who's coming from Kitwe like so ongata perform any short akwa pana ngani hapo for mpondo ashirisa wambika na pashanshani ana ka short wa perform bantu kwa isa ka kurofront okay bagaye bare isa
bari peshi besana
bantu kwa isa nishifuta again to alishide ntantiko samvya kwa bad kwa vest so twasatu makandika ati we vest ka checking everything yakura bagaye ngabambo kura ingesha shana we kwa kutuma start na shana no ifo kuno ka shoka wa mina ka yutu bantu wafura so twachero kuisha show kwisa imano matuambia kusera kwamba kwa kusanga kwa afike pa mabumba wasanda ta show baka sacha upange ifyo ngwa guys kwa mtu wepere over at areso muntu nishite bale munikira parapo so na wachipira kwenda ndarama bapoka ndara kosa so fast forward of course that was stuff organized and there we had to repatriate the guys and that's how they went back so that's how I came to
know your maps. So how is the relationship with maps like at the moment?
I think
is it still the same maps you knew yemwarea kwa mavumba or is it slightly different with the maps you know now?
So which point of our life ni so ngwayore kuna I want to believe I kwete ko bagaye waresa ngana bena tef
wengi
yawambo kula yawayore kula dida ama responsibilities yambo kufula aishiba kuna na kubisa na responsibilities zai so it's not always that you would find time to check up on those guys if it's tika vya furafi aishiba if it's tika vya furafi you know, every time that I've bumped into your maps, it's still the same guy that I used to know. You understand? Still the same guy that I used to know. It's still the jovial maps that I used to know. I can't take anything away from him. You get the point? The thing is, Adisa feel busy. You understand? Adisa feel busy. And you know, kula phone time after time, I call him. I'm just trying to be unfair with the guy because I don't know.
Programs are quite
you understand so for me we are cool.
So based on your experience Bon, like apopo murendera musical, do you feel opo mulingira kuba nangu you still need to push more to reach palopo umfa fate apopo umfa kwa opo re umfa nangu feel for kumfa?
So Echipondo, to answer your question, Mark 2 came here. He was shooting that thing for King Bugah reality show. So he called me the time I flip a period Echipondo, there's a command. To prepare 1 or 2 things for me. So he came. So we had to pay Kete's call on the office of the mayor. So when we went that side, of course, everyone was excited. You know, it's Mark 2. It was kind of stuff like that. So I still remember very well the man I was trying to sell the idea, where I was trying to invite you, should I say, Mark II to come and officiate at some event, where I felt like we'd go out in search of talent, so that maybe we can come up with a talent show, whatever, stuff like that. So I still remember very well Mark II had to pose a challenge. He said, boss, talent is everywhere. And as we are talking right now, with a talent. You understand? So if we go searching for talent, it's everywhere, trust me. But don't you feel this is talent enough? He pointed at me. I've heard of this guy, times without a number. His music has been making rounds in Lusaka. These notable musicians that you know in this industry, they know about this guy. Don't you feel this is talent enough? So why can't we first invest in the already existing talent and see where it is going to go? Because this guy has the potential of unlocking
the other talents that are
here, because he understands the
community
of this same area. I understand the culture and everything. It's very difficult for someone who's just coming from outside to come and you expect him to do wonders here. You need to start with people that understand how things run. This is talent enough. What is just lacking in this guy? It's just money.
Support.
The same music that he does is the same music that we are doing. The same music that people are vibing to is actually the same music that this guy is producing. So for me, I feel I've done it all. What is just needed is a little push, you know. I cannot do everything on my own. It's very challenging, you understand? I can't be everything. My role is just to create music. There's supposed to be someone distributing my music. There's supposed to be someone managing what I'm doing. There's supposed to be a team
managing the brand.
That team, it's very difficult to have it around here. We have the business entities and stuff like that, and trust me, these things you hear, that no, those names, they don't just come out like that. Barafunding amuntu andi. Ship ero muntu teta building a ship eka. Kwa batu harita kurukuni harita kwensha.
Mwadisho kubakonka upama businessman wakuna ta boss na nkavika music video pampeni mo tueko kuvisualize solutions batupangeko kshani ama issues ya so shishibe approach ngamwali konka po fe businessman.
Echipondo wengi. Wengi palas na sasa ngafat I think people here, they don't really appreciate social life that much. I feel like it's just a sheer waste of money and time. You understand? Bit by bit, I think things have started unfolding.
They don't see music as a business.
No. To some extent, even if you were to approach a certain club that is just coming up, you try to sell such kind of ideas and they're not going to fit in such way.
But Frames is trying.
Yeah, with the coming of Flames, of course. With the coming of Flames, we cannot take it away. His friends from here, or these are just guys, a group of guys that came from somewhere and they built that facility there. So these guys came from somewhere else, they had to put a facility there because they understand there's actually more that you can make if you invest in music than Nukrash Tishafi.
Yeah, right.
This time around, I've heard they've opened up a very big Flames in Kasama.
Yeah, that's true.
So those guys, they understand to say this is a business and it pays like no man's business. So I wish even our business entities from here, they would change the perspective,
the perception and the perspective. So for those that are just joining us, my guest today on this third episode is Bugah Pediko. And if we today and boni yakwe wat nomba ma upcoming not mona vengi nomba because of your energy, your paving of the way. Not mona bambia vengi abade sai sama artists abade mfika muma music circles. What's your position like? What advice can you give them in terms of maybe respecting badabade paving akoya nabo? Why are you receiving the recognition and the respect from these guys that are coming up before you?
I'll be very frank and open with you on that one. You know, someone told me to say a new broom sweeps clean, but an old broom knows the four corners of the house. You get the point? We cannot run away from the fact that talent is still coming up. A lot of guys who are talented in different, spheres and the like, they're still coming up. But what is important is, like I told you, an old broom knows the four corners of the house. Like I've been around. I know how music is done from this end. You understand? I know the roads that one should use for him to reach his intended destination. But I feel like quite often notion ida kwebati ini pakwebati nsenkwanisho kufika pafika vamba London power one. I need to remove him from there. Ero enentwe aishwa. Nomba urevo kufanya London power no po Africa, you don't know.
You know shone yakuno nango ya Mzambi.
Let me talk about Wapra province specifically. Tawishi vamba London power one ifo bachofa. Pisa Africa popo ba Africa. Understand? So na approach wala abomfia. Nimini approach wala abomfia po akani. Kwa bombe ya bombe. You understand? So yes, I see some jobs from the up and coming artists there, and it's like me, I've always been a victim. If there's a new guy that is coming on scene, they feel like ngana song kora moja. But for me, I feel competition next door is not wisdom. You understand? Competition next door is not wisdom. For me, I don't see competition around. Me, I've always been competing with myself. Like I want to be a better person than the way I used to be some 2-3 years ago. You understand? Now with my colleagues, they feel like, Pantu is more or less like a household name. So the best that people can do, it's not everyone that you need to be hating on. You need to keep certain people for certain reasons. They will tell you how things operate. Yeah, people need to travel on road demo in. My intention is that and the board did pantasha po.
Ngawa umfowalanda tinkoya. Eno yonichi mwina ngumbo.
Then we know the four on same road. Now the fact that you're using the same road, ore four boy only atangira kumagate waram kumunukuirobo. Can she ore for go deal pantan shapo? So in general, what I'm just trying to say is here twashana music ile yakarere yakwebati we need to split our fans. Waimonate bambona name karini nebo. Now mnatu karini. No, you understand. But at the end of the day, if you start attacking this industry with the business perspective, you get to understand to say, if your competition is not necessary, at the end of the day, you need to make money. So this is the reason as why I don't take certain jobs to be so necessary, because I just feel they are coming from unworthy opponents. You understand? They are not worthy my energy. Why should I start, reciprocating? So I'd rather focus on me and my music career and the fans that have been supporting my music for some time.
So even if nango ayena ma jobs kula bare mi cha, so do you feel like even if those people were to approach you to say natuombere pamo ba born to chite fine to province, are you ready to take up that?
Very much.
So in short, it's them with a problem, not approaching you to work together.
I don't have a problem with anyone. And you know one fun thing. These are some people that when we meet, flaws, not what I mean. Just flaws. We talk, we laugh, we chat and stuff like that. But when they go in those dark corners, they start throwing jabs and stuff like that. But it's normal. It's normal. When you are a tree planted on top of the mountain with fruits, you expect that.
Yeah, true.
Now, should you throw stones back at them, or you need to throw fruits at them so that you inspire them?
No, you show them fruits so they come and eat together. I saw you put up Kwariama Bangalore TV Awards that were happening at Sari River Resort. Tasa Monafeva born as the first person to put out from the awards. What caused what really transpired? Or did you have any issue with the organizers? What was really the problem, and what made you pull out from those awards?
Okay. Cash mwari mwana era mwana.
Twari konga to mwana wa body show achite.
Yeah, okay. I'll be very precise with you. I think I was not very comfortable with the whole process of nominating artists in various categories and the like. Those awards are ours. Like it is saying here, Northern Circuit and the like, and I think I saw something like that. It was for Wapura Province, Mchinga, and Kasama. Yeah. So there was this day I just woke up, I can't remember exactly the day, and I saw something like a nomination flowing per social media, it was everywhere and stuff like that. So little was I expecting to say I would even see my name be nominated in a certain category and the like. Started scrolling down, started coming across some different categories and the like. Then after I'd scrolled from top to the last, I realized to say I was nominated in one of the categories saying Best Artist Wapura Province. It was at that point that didn't settle so well with me because I know how much I fought to be where I am today. And if people would always limit me to Wapura Province, I think they are not doing me justice. Somehow I felt like if I watu wasara ndalombeta guys turomfana na konomba akese munafi ati tamni mkatigoro muri monso mwasangiwe anatumvike ko fyo mumwe. So which point I started checking ama categories and be like Best Artist Northern Circuit. I saw the names that were there. Man, that was very disrespecting. Sorry to say this, but that was very disrespectful.
So the major issue was your concern of the kind of category.
Why would the person limit a name like Bugah to being Best Artist of Wapura Province when you have people that started music like 2 days ago being nominated in categories like Best Artist Northern Circuit?
But maybe
why would I be only restricted to Wapura Province and not qualifying to be in categories like Best Male Artist Northern Circuit, Song of the Year? My brother, let me be so precise with you. Ngomari tuimani kefeini Bugah waimenga kono mpondo umona mwene in one of those categories. Definitely the chances are that you would have heard about Bugah more than you've heard about this guy. So now, is it because this guy has some direct links with the organizers where he's coming from? This is the reason as to why you've decided to say we're going to place him in about 3 categories and then you limit Bugah. No, those are insults, man. Those are soft insults.
So, but maybe just to question, because you guys, like you with your team and other guys, you're like the pioneers of the music business. When they were organizing those awards, did the organizing committee maybe sit down with you guys to say, since you understand the music, they equally understand the music business? Did you maybe collaborate at some point to ensure that you speak one voice? So, guys, it's like because of so with your personal reasons.
Okay, so
Nankwari kwa kuikara punch mwashiro kusanga compromise yako bati mushite sete yo issue.
When I saw that on social media, I was really pissed off. I can't hide this from you. I was very pissed off. So I wrote an article about me withdrawing from the same awards. And after I did that, of course I saw some comments there. Like, so mwen sofio watina fe na mwanama, stuff like that, you understand? But honestly, yeah, so after I saw everything there, I had to pull out. After not pulling out, there's a certain guy that reached out to me, one of the award organizers. He introduced himself to say I'm ABCD and the like, and I saw your article on social media, you trying to pull out from the same awards and the like. So I want to learn, why have you decided to do that? Then I told him to say, I decided to do that because I wanted to do what is right for Bugah's brand. You understand? I wanted to do what I feel is right for Bugah's brand. it is something that is very personal. You know, I don't take it so lightly when people try to mess around the same name Born Bugah, because this is a name that I've labored for so many years to build, and I don't see a reason why I should allow someone to come and, you know, destroy everything that I've labored for so many years within a fraction of a second. You understand? So I told him to say, I have issues with the criteria that you guys had used when we were trying to nominate those guys in those categories. And you know what he told me? It's not actually us that made the nominations, but the fans. We had left it open to the fans to decide who should be in what category and the like. Okay? Then I told him to say, this is the industry, this is our industry, we want this thing. And we know exactly on how things operate. You don't leave such kind of a huge task to the fans to decide on who's supposed to be in what category and who's not supposed to be in what category. You know, when fans are doing certain things, they do it with emotions. So you discover to say some people that have been nominated in those categories, some they don't even do music. Some, it has been, I don't know for how long they've stayed quiet without doing music. And then just because these people, they are connected somehow to the same fans and they like, their names were actually there. You understand? So it is a wrong way of doing things. You cannot leave this task to the fans to nominate, to submit, to, you know, to make decisions on who's supposed to be in whatever category and they like. For me, that is a red flag. And I asked him a question to say, so how is the voting going to be done? I know the voting will be done by the same fans. Honestly, I couldn't get logic from there. Like, I come to you, I tell you to say, nominate a person that you would want to be in this category. You make a nomination, and then at a later stage, I come back to you to say, vote for the same nomination that you made. Is that making sense?
No. So what's your advice to the organizers of
So I told him to say, my brother, going forward, you need to have people that should keep the same artist in check. Like a person should be monitoring how the same artists that you are nominating in those categories are doing that particular year. Are they doing music? Are they producing videos? Are they doing whatever that is supposed to be done? But for the artist, you understand? After doing the monitoring and everything, it is at that point that's when you should now make a decision. You're supposed to be in whatever category in a shan. You cannot leave this assignment to the fans. And why would the fans nominate and at the same time they vote for the same nominations that they made? Chimono kwa tina alima mataba. Jana alima mataba, infra ile roka alima mataba yakula. Eo na amboku ma 24 hours na amku igira mataba ona aleli. Understand? So idata ya pire ile. Idata ya pire wakona.
Ajita ya pire.
Ta pire.
So Born number tuachana padi issue ya tourism. Like how best have you tried using the music to promote a tourism business in Luapula? Because imona mkwata influence wa bona bale myumva charo chonze kudusaga nyimbo shererira koba haven't you perceived yourself maybe you try and do music that talks about Luapula, tourism potential of Luapula? You just have do you have any plans of doing something like that? Nang matumbira koba North Z podcast koba ti ama investors kuti mwaingira ko kuno then nakona kwisuka kuliko mining kuliko tourism kuliko agriculture mwalenganya pwe.
So it's pondo, it's just that maybe Erowambiro Kunkonkam. I did a song for Luapula Expo where I had to touch quite on a number of issues and the activities that are in Luapula province. I'm going to give you an acapella. Let me first get done with yeah. So I did a song. I took it to one of the radio stations, to be specific, KFM. The song played there, and I was the luckiest because the time when the song was playing, the permanent secretary then was at the radio station. They were trying to promote the same expo thing and stuff like that. So he got to listen to the same song, and it was endorsed as the theme song. And I made money out of that song. Pondo. I remember paying 200 kwacha for studio for production. You know how much I made out of that money? It was above the 80.
That was good.
80,000. Then you need to get your wallet lady. You need to get your wallet lady. I'm not going to do this for free.
Team. Take of it. Nangu ni verse fair you.
Fati matumwapole ni mwaiseni kulwapula ntondo something like that. It was highlighting on quite a number of activities that are in Luapula province. You know, also the tradition ceremonies that we have. I need to look for that song. I've totally forgotten the lyrics. It's been long.
So amongst all the songs you've done, which one is your favorite? Now, could it be such fans looking towards the latest music? What are some of your plans for this year as well? They were congratulating remarks. Like, what are the plans for what are fans expecting from you this 2026? Are there new projects, or maybe you can advise the fans so it can be updated on the Bugah brand?
Okay, so to sum it up, your question was which one is your favorite song? Once a bana band. Shonse shireni mbo once bana band.
Question that wimbo.
Shonse shafeni mbo na mba shonse bana band bali. So bambi bakonfu sana nga sabe bata imwe ali mitemwa batu uyu empondo sana.
But kwa bata ko feeling afyati ni.
Bali bechini mbona tobere no mgirls yati S Rocks Hustle. On that song I had to pour my heart out. Every time when I listen to the same song, it sounds so new to me because it really speaks to me. Like, I had to outdo myself on that one. I think you need to check out the same song. You'll get to understand what I'm talking about. So I think Hustle is my favorite.
Yeah, sure. No.
Though I won't say Bana Band, but it's my favorite. And I think allow me to take this opportunity to say thank you to my fans. You know, are you aware that I haven't been releasing music that way the way I used to do way back? But in a quite solid fan base. In a with or without a song, I want to feel power. Aishwa. In a boy in that I know them town from Punch Feso, which Pondo, the 2 seconds. And I got a talk get signed the sun. That's one I've got 30 minutes passion pride para and I got to ask Kakman. So there's just mad love around this same area.
That's good, yeah.
Mad love. So to my fans, I know I've stuffed them for a very long time, and I think it's very much unfair of me keeping music to myself and not unleashing music to the people that are supposed to be listening to the same music. So I wanted to start this year with a song, but of course not an audio, with a video. Yeah, I want to change the way I've been doing my music for a very long time. I think I haven't been selling out this face. The name is out there. My music, I know that my music plays in Zimbabwe, Namibia, and these other neighboring countries.
I've been following the brand is really growing fast.
So now I'm not doing myself justice if I keep this face insulated from the center of the universe. So this time around, I feel like it's high time I started now making videos. I have songs, trust me. I've recorded songs. For the past 2 years, I've been recording music. So I'm back to back, back to back.
No, we are wishing you the very best and thank you for coming through. Bugah.
Alade
Mwevo. Do you like?
Tamumfa Bugah.
Thank you for watching. This was the North Z Posters. My guest today on this 3rd episode was Bugah. You can follow us on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. This program is available for sponsorship. And the number you can contact on is 0974 06 45 01. Baba business bamumanza bamuropura alamubanga mrefu kushama kwebo pali ine program kwaye kutumwa abafudisha ko mu sponsorship muri area mwingeza number mwenga tumina po ni 0974 06 45 01. Mwalishwa amakwebo tabamuna washita.
Matai temukalale na fiarilwe mwimbona majeke chokulepa.